Good evening. Welcome to the Undergraduate Award Ceremony for 2021. While we wish we can all be together in one physical space this evening, we are delighted we can be together virtually, and I'm happy to welcome you from the comfort of your home. Please welcome Dorothy Stewart, elder from Cree Nation of Wamingee and host of CBC Radio North, to provide our land acknowledgement this evening, followed by O Canada, performed by our S6 students. Please rise if you're able.
Wajak, ni Dorothy Stewart, Cree Nation of Wamingee Nochin. I'm honored to do this land acknowledgement of this area. This is the traditional lands of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat, and also now home for many diverse First Nations, Inuit and Métis people. And also I want to congratulate all those that are recognized for an achievement this evening. And in Cree we say, that means congratulations of your achievement, and continue what you're doing.
Welcome. I'm Gary Collins, Vice Principal, and honored to be your host this evening. It is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Miss Rosemary Evans, to say a few words.
Good evening. Honored award winners, family members, donors, and the representatives, and everyone else who has joined us this evening. It is a pleasure to welcome you to our Undergraduate Award Ceremony online. This is an evening in which we recognize the special accomplishments of many UTS students. These students have been selected because they have best met the criteria for our awards. UTS awards were donated to the school by alumni, former and current parents, students, and staff. They were given for a variety of reasons: to encourage students to strive for excellence, to memorialize the attributes of a former staff member or student, and to award specific characteristics and achievements. Our staff work collaboratively to tackle the challenging task of making award decisions. All of us as staff members can only bring to this exercise our own observations. None of us can truly know the full experiences of all of our students. We hope that by sharing our perspectives and applying the criteria as rigorously as possible, we are being fair and judicious in the selection process. UTS students are very hardworking, and we applaud all of our students for their determination and their robust sense of intrinsic motivation. These qualities provide the drive necessary to achieve the goals they set for themselves, both in school and in life. At UTS, our goal as a school is to produce graduates who love learning, take initiative, and innovate as socially responsible global citizens. During the pandemic, we witnessed UTS students' exceptional resilience and dedication. Despite periods of isolation and online classes, our students persevered. They found opportunities to deepen their learning, to support their peers, to take initiative in a diverse array of endeavors, and to take a stand against injustice. Congratulations to our award recipients. Your accomplishments are significant. Please take the time to enjoy this special moment with your friends and family. I would also like to acknowledge and thank all of our donors who have sponsored the awards which we are bestowing this evening. These include UTSPA and UTSAA, individual donors, and graduating classes. Without your generosity, we would not be able to appropriately acknowledge our student recipients. Please enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Ms. Evans. It is now my pleasure to introduce Sarah Musavi, co-president of the UTS Parents Association. Following the UTSPA greetings, we will hear from Avanti Ramachandran from the class of 2009, who will bring greetings from the UTS Alumni Association, and parent Gina Bonagaro, who will bring greetings from the UTS Board of Directors.
Hi UTS students, my name is Sarah and I'm the UTSPA co-president and mom of M4 Ali Alvi. I'd like to extend our greetings and congratulations from all of us at UTSPA, UTS staff and administration on your most deserving achievement today. All our students at UTS are exemplary in one way or another, and that's why allocating these awards is such a difficult task for our teachers. You should be very proud today on your achievement and know that a very bright future awaits you. So have a wonderful night, celebrate, and keep up the excellent work.
Hi everyone, my name is Avanti and I'm a proud UTS class of 2009 alumna and now a director on the UTS Alumni Association board. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm really connected to UTS and still grateful for the great memories as well as the leadership, communication, and creative thinking skills I was able to build at the school. My heartiest congratulations to all the award recipients, and thanks so much for having me today.
Hi, my name is Gina Bonagoro. On behalf of the board of the University of Toronto Schools, I would like to congratulate all the students here today. Hi, my name is Gina Bonagoro. On behalf of the board of the University of Toronto Schools, I would like to congratulate all the students here today on their excellent efforts during their time here at UTS. UTS has a storied history of academic achievement starting in 1910, and the students of today are proof of a long and unbroken century of excellence. You should be proud of your hard work and know that it will serve you in good stead as you continue your education. The board and I salute you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Musavi, Ms. Ramachandran, and Ms. Bonagaro. I would now like to invite Mr. Garth Chalmers, Vice Principal, who will introduce the first group of award recipients.
The Dr. T.M. Porter Scholarships in Science were established by Dr. Thomas Marshall Porter, the original master of the junior school, in memory of UTS graduates who were killed during World War I. These awards are given to recognize the excellence and highest standing in M4 Biology, M4 Chemistry, S5 Chemistry, S5 Physics, and S6 Biology. This year's recipients for high achievement are M4 Biology is Helena Bowley, M4 Chemistry, Daniel Lian, S5 Chemistry, Isabella HUANG, S5 Physics, Kunal Chandra Shekhar. The Jake Fowle Art Prize is awarded to an F2 visual arts student who demonstrates initiative and dedication to learning and improving drawing skills and has shown the most improvement in his drawing portfolio for work over the course of the year. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Leo Pang. The Chris Wilson Science Scholarship was established in 2013 by Ms. Trzynski and her husband, Chris Wilson. It is awarded to an F2 student who best embodies the value of persistence in maintaining or improving performance in science. This year's recipient is Daria Piku. The W.B. Gray Memorial Prize is presented to a student who receives outstanding results in S6 chemistry and who demonstrates the attributes of scholarship, participating in athletics, and interest in the welfare of others. This year's recipient. The next award was established in memory of a well-respected and beloved teacher and colleague, Kate Tiley. Kate taught at UTS for over 25 years, and she was a vital, compassionate, and inspirational person in our community. Her unexpected passing in 2018 was a profound loss to us all. The Kate Tiley Memorial Scholarship is presented annually to an F1 or F2 student who is passionate about French, as demonstrated by enthusiasm and interest and ability. The recipient of this award is Julia Lee. The Beverly Matthews Prize in German is awarded for excellent achievement in senior German. This year, it is awarded to ANNALIESE BISSELL. It is my pleasure to introduce the donor of the next award, Dr. Jason Tam, from the class of 1995, to present the Jason Tam 95 Community Builder Award. This award is presented to 2 students in M3 and 2 students in M4 who have made an outstanding contribution toward building the UTS community and who exemplify the qualities that are required of future leaders and change makers.
Hi everyone. It's my pleasure to present the Dr. Jason Tam 95 UTS Community Builder Award. My name is in fact Jason Tam, and I'm from the class of 1995. The award is to be granted to 4 students, 2 in M3 and 2 in M4, who have made outstanding contributions to UTS and who exemplify the qualities that are required of future leaders and change makers. These recipients must demonstrate high academic achievement along with the following characteristics, such as respect for UTS and fellow students, enthusiasm, positive engagement, mentoring of other students, athletic involvement, and overall positive impact on the UTS community. Overall, UTS has really paved the way for who I am today. I have to say though that I didn't always feel that way. So this is directed to the students at the school who might feel a little bit frustrated, who haven't taken on leadership roles currently at the school. I understand you, I feel you, I've been there before myself. So I hope that this story will inspire you to push through, to keep your head up, to become the best version of yourself you can be, for you, for UTS, and for the community. Without further ado, I'd like to congratulate and present the following recipients of this year's award.
Thank you, Dr. Tam. I'd like to introduce UTS Parents Association Co-President Fei Song to present the next group of awards.
The UTS Parents Association established the W.G. Warden Award in 1988 to honor retiring Principal William Warden. This award is presented to a student with a high level of achievement in English, along with co-curricular literary contribution. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Will Wong. The UTS Parents Association Award in Special French is presented to a student for outstanding achievement in Special French in the final year. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Ella Chan. The UTS Parents Association Morris Cody Prize in History is presented to a student who achieves excellence in history. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Vivek Sapru. The UTS Association Prize for Contribution to Social and Environmental Issues is presented to a student who makes a significant contribution to social and environmental issues at UTS. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Cooper Price. The Senior Geography Award is presented to a student for excellence in senior geography. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Jacob Marr. The A.N. Scarrow Memorial Prize is awarded for excellence in English on this year's work over a wide range of reading and displaying character and scholarship. This year's recipients are Joy Tan and Avi Shah.
The UTS Unity Builder Award celebrates the leadership role that youth play in building unity and diversity in their school community. Its recipient is a leader in demonstrating understanding, respect, and recognition of the importance of diverse peoples, identities, backgrounds, cultures, and actively creates and strengthens unity among the school's diverse student body. This year's winner of the Unity Builder Award is Patricia Nova. It is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Brian Livingston from the class of 1972 to present the next award.
My name is Brian Livingston, class of 1972 at UTS. The William Livingston Physics Prize was dedicated to my father, who graduated from UTS in 1940. When I was in my last year, I won the physics prize at UTS. When I came back in 2007, after my father had passed away, I asked if the physics prize was still in existence and was told no, the funding had run out. As a result, we have established the William Livingston Prize in Physics. Physics is something that I've been interested in my life for my entire life, and I hope that you will be too. It has benefited me in my life, and I would like to hope and expect it will benefit in your life. Congratulations, and good for you.
The William Livingston Physics Award is awarded to the student with the highest standing in first-year physics. This year's recipient is Shuyu Van Kerwick. I would now like to invite Miss Isabella Liu, science teacher, to present the next awards.
The Ralph Leo Summerfield Science Scholarship was established in 2013 by Mrs. Elizabeth Summerfield in memory of her husband, Ralph Leo Summerfield, in recognition of the high value he placed on education, and in particular, the UTS education received by their son, Robert Summerfield, from the UTS class of 1982. The choice for a science scholarship acknowledges this interest held by Ralph Summerfield in the field of forestry. This year's recipient goes to Ali Alvi. The Don Fawcett Award was established by the class of 1962. It is given to a student in any grade who has shown an attempt to achieve significant goals in at least 3 of the following areas: academic studies, music, art, literacy activities, athletics, citizenship, and leadership. The recipients for this year are Laura Tang and Matthew Stasiu. W. Bruce McLean Mathletic 1949 Scholarship is awarded for excellence in mathematics and athletics. This award is given to 1 boy and 1 girl for high academic standing in advanced functions, the S5 math course, in concert with proficiency in school athletics. This award was established by the class of 1949 on the occasion of their 50th anniversary in honor of former UTS teacher W. Bruce McLean, who taught mathematics at UTS from 1945 to 1959. This year's recipients are Andreas Ma and Matthew Prabhakaran. The Gint Barriers Memorial Award goes to a student for outstanding interest in science in the beginning year. It was established by Mrs. Deva Barriers, mother of Michael Barriers, class of 1997, and in memory of her late husband Gint. The Gint Barriers Award is presented to Julia Lee. The class of 1952 Donald G. Coster Scholarship for Best Overall Performance is awarded to a student at the end of M4 and S5 who demonstrated the best overall performance in scholarship, leadership, and participation in athletic and other co-curricular activities during their time at UTS. Each recipient of this award benefits twice, as the award is given over 2 years. Congratulations to our recipients. The Alice Ada Zimmerman Award is presented to a student who has maintained academic achievement, participated in several co-curricular activities, and shown a sense of pride in the school. The winners should also demonstrate kindness to and interest in their contemporary students, particularly towards younger or new students in the school. This year's recipients are the Beverly Matthews Award in Spanish for highest standing in grade 12 Spanish goes to Abe Wine. It is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Doug Davis from the class of 1958, who is also the parent of an alumnus from the class of 1987, to present the next awards.
Hello, I'm Douglas Davis, and I'm delighted to present the John and Margaret Withrow Music Scholarships. The Withrow Awards are generously supported by the estate of John and Margaret Withrow. John Withrow, class of 1932, had a profound love for the arts and music activities at UTS, and took great pride in attending the various concerts and shows performed by UTS students. John Withrow was a neighbor and a fellow UTS alumnus and became a close friend. We often chatted about his love of music and of UTS. His grandfather, John J. Withrow, was the first president of the Toronto Industrial Exhibition, which became the Canadian National Exhibition. His father, Norman Withrow, was a 22-year general manager of Massey Hall, where he met major musicians of the day, many of whom came home for a family dinner. And John himself was a governor of Massey Hall, Roy Thompson Hall, and a director of the CNE. The John and Margaret Withrow Music Scholarships are presented to one student in each grade of the Winds and Strings program, who, in addition to making a significant contribution to the music program at UTS, also demonstrates many or all of the following attributes: leadership, creativity, scholarship, effort, and consistent improvement in performance skills. Congratulations to this year's recipients.
This year's recipient for F1 Winds is Merdeka Kurunovsky. This year's recipient for F1 Strings is Emma Tian. This year's recipient for F2 Strings is Nathan Yang. This year's recipient for F2 Wind is Casey Chen. This year's recipient for M3 Wind is Trinity Chung. This year's recipient for M3 String is Tiffany Mock. This year's recipient for M4 String is Mia Saha. This year's recipient for M4 String is Alex Poru. This year's recipient for S5 String is Isabella Huang. This year's recipient for S5 Wind is Kevin Wang.
The Anthony Chan Memorial Award is presented to an M4 music student in Winds who has demonstrated a strong commitment to the subject and an excellence in extracurricular jazz music. This year's recipient is Curtis Young. The Ellison Seng Art Award is presented to an M4 student in the Fine Art program who demonstrates an artistic talent, makes a significant commitment to further their skills and understanding of the discipline, and is continuing in the study of fine art. This year's recipient is Jaya Kumar. The Michael D. Collin Memorial Award is presented to a student for their outstanding contribution to student participation in curricular and co-curricular activities. This year's recipient is Jimmy Zhu. The Michael Pincus Award in Mathematics was donated by members of Michael's 1973 class in his memory and is awarded to students in F2 and M3 for outstanding achievement or promise in mathematics. This year's F2 recipient is Emma Tang. And this year's M3 recipient is Jeffrey Zhang. The Walter Bark Memorial Award was established by his three sons who are graduates of UTS and wish to honor their father's values and help the school they love. It is presented to the student who has been unique in fostering team spirit and values in sports. This year's recipient is Noah Brown. It is my pleasure to once again welcome Avanti Ramachandran from the UTS Alumni Association to present the next awards.
The UTS Alumni Association 50th Anniversary Fund Scholarships are presented to F2 to S5 students who demonstrate character, industry, interest in co-curricular activities, as well as scholarship. Congratulations to this year's recipients. In Foundation 2, we have Aisha Syed. In Middle 3, we have Ishal Sajid. In Middle 4, we have Pravanya Patak. And finally, in Senior 5, we have Daniel Yang. Congratulations!
The Philosophy Award is presented to a graduating student who has attained distinctive excellence and outstanding achievement in philosophy. This prize is awarded to Eileen Lee.
The UTS Alumni War Memorial Scholarships were established in 1942 in memory of all UTS students who fought in the war. These awards are presented for all-around improvement during the year and demonstrating qualities including scholarship, industry, and character. Congratulations to this year's recipients. In F2, we have Sienna Dalla Nora. In Middle 3, we have Akshita Nath. In Middle 4, we have Jaya Chaudhry. And finally, in Senior 5, we have Jacob Marr. Congratulations!
Thank you, Essex music students. The Lily Chu Award of Excellence in Vocal Music is presented to a music student who demonstrates leadership in the area of vocal music and who made a significant contribution to the music culture within the UTS community. Congratulations goes to Vanessa Fan. The James Mavor Moore Award for Drama is presented to 3 students who demonstrate leadership, creativity, and commitment to the drama program. This year's recipients are Nathan Yang, Vanessa Poyana, and Vidya Pandyaraju. The BC Taylor Memorial Award is awarded to 1 student in M3 and 1 in M4 who have been distinguished by their talented and unselfish participation in activities, leadership, strength of character, and scholarship. This year's recipients are Mia Cadsby in M3 and Reed Gosling in M4. The Junior Reg N. Boxer Scholarship is given for talented and unselfish participation in athletics, industry, and character, and merit in academic studies. This year's recipient is Sam Zamir. The Senior Reg N. Boxer Scholarship is given to a student who demonstrates talented and unselfish participation in athletics, industry and character, and merit in academic studies. This year's recipient is Sarah Ju. The Jean Pasquantonio Tudor Memorial Award is given to a student who demonstrates the qualities of an inquisitive researcher with a love of reading that extends beyond the basic requirements of coursework and assignments. This year's winner is Sophia Finelli. It's now my pleasure to welcome Muriel Wissel, mother of Ethan Wissel, from the class of 2014 to present the next award.
Good evening. My name is Muriel Wissel, and I am honored to be here this evening to congratulate this year's recipients of the Ethan Wissel Memorial Award. Ethan loved his time at UTS, and while he was a student here, his biggest passions were science and athletics, which is why shortly after his passing in 2016, his classmates initiated this award to the student that best embodied those two passions as well. His father and I have been pleased to contribute to and to continue this memorial. Once again, my heartfelt congratulations to this year's recipients of the Ethan Wissel Memorial Award.
The Ethan Wissel Memorial Award was established by Ethan's parents in 2017. This award reminds us of Ethan, his love of learning, sport, and his commitment to younger students. The award is given annually to students in each grade who are passionate about science and athletics, as demonstrated by enthusiasm for science and involvement in sport. This year's recipients of the award are the Henry Job Crawford Scholarship in Classics was established by Dr. T.M. Porter in memory of Henry J. Crawford, the first headmaster of UTS. Henry Crawford selected the first staff of the school in 1910 and was devoted to the development of students equally proficient in scholarship and athletics, and is given for excellence in classics. This year, this award goes to Maya Fitzgerald. The Harry C. Maynard Award in Classics was established in memory of Mr. Harry Maynard, who taught classics at UTS with distinction for over 25 years, and whose students were continually in admiration of his scholarship and superb teaching during that time. This year's recipient is Alina Zhao. The Dr. T.M. Porter Scholarship in Mathematics was established by Mr. F.S. Corrigan in honor of Dr. T.M. Porter, the original master of the junior school, for excellence in S5 mathematics. This year's recipient is Edward Zhao. The Beverly Matthews Prize in Physics is awarded for excellent achievement in senior physics. This year's recipient is Daniel Yang. The Harold and Waldo Smith Essay Awards were established by Professor Waldo Smith, class of 1919, in honor of his elder brother, Harold, class of 1914. The award is to encourage young Canadians to cultivate good style in essay writing. The award is for one student in M3 and one in S5 for good style and excellence in English essay writing. This year's recipients are Sarah Hamdi and Shuyu Van Quick. The Alan Crawford Prize in Chemistry and Physics recognizes a student who achieves the highest standing in S5 Chemistry and S5 Physics. Please congratulate this year's recipient, Alexander O'Neill. The Edward Booth Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Edward from the class of 1919, who was killed in action during World War I. This is the school's oldest scholarship and is presented to a student moving from S5 to S6 with distinction. This year's recipient is Andrew Cheng. The J.G. Workman Prize in Mathematics is awarded to students achieving the highest standing in S5 mathematics. This year's recipient is Aurelia Pai. Please now welcome Dr. Maureen McCarthy, history teacher and department coordinator, to read for the next recipients.
The Gouillet Science Scholarship is awarded to a student who has demonstrated excellence in chemistry, biochemistry, physics, or geology. This year's recipient is Kat Dow. The Dorothy Thompson Memorial Scholarships are presented to one boy and one girl who have successfully completed M3 and who best exemplify scholarship, integrity, and leadership, along with significant contribution to co-curricular activities. This year's recipients are Ali Alvi and Sherry Say. Class of 1952 Erskine Ethan Scholarship in Modern Languages. The award is presented to a student in S5 or S6 who has shown proficiency in modern languages and who shows initiative, leadership, and interest in school activities. This year's recipient is Niels Emmenegger. The Beverly Matthews Prize in Mandarin. This award is presented in recognition of excellence and high academic achievement in their final year of Mandarin. This year's recipient is Mia Cadsby. The McCurdy Family Award for Innovation. Established by Tom McCurdy and Rosamond Woodhouse, parents 06, to honor their daughters, Bronwyn and Nina 06 McCurdy, and their son-in-law, Jonathan Gregory 06, for their many achievements. The award will be granted to students for participation and outstanding application in an opportunity demonstrating the application of innovative thinking. This year's recipient is Alexander O'Neill. The Emile Brunau Equity and Inclusion Leadership Award, undergrad. This prize is awarded to a student who has demonstrated leadership in combating racism and discrimination using empathy. This year's recipient is Ana Sofia Flores. The Chris Shaw Award in Computer Science was established by the class of 1980 in memory of Chris Shaw and celebrates his brilliance and fascination with computer software systems. The Chris Shaw Award in Computer Science is awarded to a student who demonstrates excellence in first-year computer science and who exhibits an interest in and enthusiasm for computer programming, as evidenced by participation in related extracurricular activities. This year's recipient is Harry Chang. The Barbara Fonseca Award in English Language and Literature is presented to students for significant improvement in the subject of English from grades F2 to M4. This year's recipients are Brad Gardea and Daniel Grushkow. Mikhail Aref Memorial Award is presented to a student in S5 or S6 who has fostered interest and involvement in co-curricular literary activities among students in F1 or F2. This year's winner is Caleb Na. The Joseph L. Gill Memorial Award is awarded to an S5 student who has exhibited scholarship in English and history and who has made a significant contribution to drama within the school. This year's recipient is Ana Sofia Flores. The class of 1953 Scholarship in Mathematics is awarded for excellence in mathematics, showing a love of mathematics and enthusiasm for mathematical activities and competitions, and having made significant contributions to co-curricular activities at the school. This year's recipient is Adrian Tang. Please welcome Ms. Rosemary Evans, Principal, for the final awards of the night.
The UTSPA Scholarships for Distinction. For distinction in F1, we recognize Shauna Margolis, Omkara Patel, and Joy Tam. For distinction in F2, Yining Zhang. For distinction in M3, we recognize Matthew Wong. For distinction in M4, we recognize Kat Doe. For distinction in S5, we recognize Brianna Hay and Daniel Yang. The Beverly Matthews Award for Distinction is named for the late Beverly Matthews, Queen's Counsel, class of 1923, who was a generous benefactor of the school and established a number of awards for the UTS students. For distinction in F1, Xiaoqing Wang, Jessica Jung, Merdeka Korunovsky, and Julia Lee. For distinction in F2, for distinction in M3, Julian Bauer-Kahn. For distinction in M4, Kunal Chandrasekhar. And for distinction in S5, Andrew Chung. The Dr. T.M. Porter Memorial Scholarships were originally presented in 1919 by Dr. Porter, the original master of the junior school. This year's recipients are, for distinction in F2, David Yang. For distinction in M3, Alina Zhao. For distinction in M4, Helena Boley. And for distinction in S5, Emily Liu. The final two leadership awards are presented to the UTS prefects and captains. The Beverly Matthews and Dr. T.M. Porter Memorial Scholarship goes to, for the Lewis prefect, Layla Chai Ranima. For the Crawford prefect, Cooper Price. For the Cody prefect, Erica Javornik. And for the Althouse prefect, Jason Elizadeh. For co-captains, the awards are presented to Caleb Naw and Emily Liu.
This concludes our award ceremony for this evening. Many thanks to the S6 music students, stage crew, staff, student, and parent volunteers. I would like to extend my personal congratulations to all the award winners and, of course, their families. Thank you to the donors and to the UTS Alumni and Parent Associations for making the awards program at UTS so vibrant and diverse. And a special thank you to those who joined us this evening in the audience and through their video messages. Thank you to the undergrad reception coordinators in S5 and S6. Special thank you to the Undergrad Award event organizers, Kevin Bryce in the Student Life Office, Yogita Patel in our Academics Office, Jennifer Seifer in our Student Services, and Rebecca Broderick and Carol Zamrutin in the Office of Advancement, as well as our staff in the main office and the teaching staff who contributed to the nomination and selection process of these awards. Have a lovely evening.